Alrighty, folks, how's everybody doing? So, we're going to talk about the 10 worst mistakes I have done in real estate, and the last one almost cost me six figures. So, let's just get right to it. So, number one is due diligence. When I bought my first property, I bought it for like 170. They were trying to sell it for 180. I got a handyman, went in, kicked some tires, dropped it 10 G's. What I didn't know was that they had the city giving them fines daily, and they were about to be condemned. So like I came in with the pitchfork, like a little fire, and they were already like, there's gasoline on the floor. If I would have known that, I would have probably asked a little bit less. So number one is due diligence. Number two will be contractors' quotes. I always went with the very first one. I got on the phone. Hey, yo, can you fix this thing? Yeah, I can. Here it is. Price? Come on over. Well, big mistake. Now I know that you got to get a couple quotes because everybody's going to do the same job. Some people are going to be a little bit cheaper. And then number three is going to be bank and lender quotes. So this one was a big one. It actually took me a long time to realize that not all lenders and not all banks charge the same. They might give you the same interest rate because of how they get the loan, but they might charge you different closing costs. Some people just, are fancy pantsy and they want to charge you an arm and a leg. And some people are humbled and they'll only take down your pants. So that's another big one. You want to call a couple banks. You want to call a couple non-banks, lenders, get some quotes. Once you get your pre-approval, once you have like I think once you go under contract, they give you this thing called like closing statements or like estimated statements. You could send that over to a new bank and you have them fight over it like gladiators. So that's a big one. I didn't learn this one until like year 2 or 3 in the game, and I save a lot of money that way now, especially since I do a lot of refinances. And number three, no, I just said number three. So number four will be paying your workers too early. Whew. So like I'll call for a job and they'll be doing the job, Hey, jefe, I need my money. Oh, yo, you've only done half the job, but here you go. You'll be back tomorrow, right? Whew, big mistake. Tomorrow they don't show. So now, oh my God. So like I have to go find another person to go do this, and I'm paying like twice for the same job. Like, oh, don't pay them early. In fact, I don't even pay them until they're done. They could complain, they could do all they want. Until they're finished, you don't get paid. That's a big one. So like I actually lost a lot of money on that one. Number which one are we on? So we're on 4. So like number 5, buying a house based on emotion. I actually lost a lot of money on this one. My dad started to see that I was making some money, so he's like, "Hey son, why don't we do a deal together?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, pops, let's get on." Well, I ran the numbers. Everything was perfect. The deal to date, I know the person who bought it, they make money. But dad wanted to control everything and I let him. So he ended up doing things and stuff that weren't going to necessarily make the deal better. That ended up costing money. And then once since it wasn't doing the return, because we ended up spending a little bit more, he wanted to sell like a fire sale. He's like, "Hey son, this deal didn't plan out as good, so we got to get out." I'm like, "Dad, we just started." Long story short, I ended up putting like 74 G's into this thing and I only got 54 back. So boop, big mistake. Do not buy with emotions. Actually, don't even buy with someone who doesn't even know the business. Only buy with someone who is there with you and they have done it for many years. And number 6 is underestimating the rental cost. So that's going to go back to that same number 5 because we over improved, however you want to call it. And we thought we were going to spend like 20 G's. We ended up spending 45 because of certain material costs changing. When we redid the floor on this particular house, the whole foundation cracked and we had to redo it all. So like, you're never gonna know. Like, underestimating. Even if you would have done like what most people say, add a extra 20% to the cost that'll save you. More. You never know. So that's number 6. Number 7, whew, no permitting. Let me tell you, whew. My business got shut down for 3 months because I was doing stuff with no permits. Oh, big mistake. So like those 3 months cost me tens of thousands of dollars because it was a commercial property, and I was running Airbnb, nightly days, like I couldn't do anything. It was all closed. Contractor wasn't doing his stuff with permits. The city came and they're like, ha ha, close everything, pull permits, and then on top of that, here's a fine. So that was a fun check to write. Oh my lord. So now we got number 8, not understanding Airbnb seasons. This one's actually like a niche one. It's not gonna be for like everybody. But when we started Airbnb, we started in January. Here in Florida, January is like prime time. Everybody makes money. Even the couch that is outside under the tree makes money. But once it's summer, dude, you get the crickets. Nobody was like, hey, winter's good, summer is not. So it's like, boosh. You gotta, that's, I guess that's under due diligence, right? Because that'll be technically like an Airbnb due diligence, but not understanding like what business you want to do. If you want to do like student rentals, I'm pretty sure you don't want to like start kicking out student rentals and have a bunch of units available mid-season or mid-semester, however you want to, do your rental. So know what it is you're doing before you do it. Number 9 is not screening tenants. I have this one pretty high up there because since I do Airbnb, I started getting the meth heads. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I started getting the other heads too. And they don't throw parties, but they destroy. Oh my oh my lord, they destroy. And they're aggressive people. Let me tell you, like, you want to find someone that is evil? Take away their crack. Oh my lord. And then the biggest one, like I think it was like a $92,000 reno on the 5-unit building that I currently have, and I was completely ignoring the city rules. I was ignoring the zoning, and what was ending or what was happening, right? The city was trying to ban Airbnbs, and I kind of knew a little bit about it, and I'm like, but oh, Airbnb income, that tax revenue, they're gonna take it. Whew. I was wrong. I ended up being saved by I don't know a funny quote here, but I ended up being saved here. Some guy that we all voted for in the commissioner ended up winning, and he ended up voting in favor of keeping Airbnbs. But boy, if he did not win on that election, I would have lost basically that whole building. The whole 90, I think it was like $92,000. I would have lost it all because it wouldn't have cash flowed on regular rent. If you think that the city can budge in your life and control it, they can and they will. Oh man. So like that's it, simple 10 little mistakes I did. Each one of them cost me money. Some of them were physical form, some of them were not, but that's about it. And avoid these mistakes and you will grow twice as fast as I did. Subscribe for more real estate and Airbnb content and financial tips. Alrighty, peace out later.